Our pregame show is brought to you by Brewer Heating and Cooling, your local Rheem Pro partner. You can count on the trained professionals at Brewer Heating and Cooling for all your home comfort needs.
And good evening and welcome to Friday Night Football. We are in Berlin, Wisconsin tonight as the Ripon Tigers take on the Berlin Indians. And it is, I'm telling you, a miserable night for high school football here tonight. That is for sure. And our pregame show tonight brought to you by Brewer Heating and Cooling, your local Rheem Pro partner. You can count on the trained professionals at Brewer Heating and Cooling for all of your home comfort needs. And tonight, for sure, when we get home, we want to be comfortable in our homes. And folks, let me tell you, you can count on Brewer Heating and Cooling. My name is Lynn Krause. I am along here with my longtime acquaintance, Marty Ernser. And Marty, I mentioned it before, what a miserable night for football.
Singing in the rain, I'm singing in the rain. Yes, we're just moments away from the national anthem, but you're right about the weather. And it's a natural turf field, a beautiful field. We walked over it. We squished quite a bit on the way to the tower.
Yeah.
Hopefully they won't tear it up too badly, but it still continues to rain.
Well, it's not our field. We have turf and Ripon, so I don't
point.
care if they tear it up or not.
And they're our rival. Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
So, that's just how it is. But, all in all, though, it has been a tough season for the Ripon Tigers. They are winless. And tonight they are taking on a Berlin team, which is a pretty good team. I mean, they are ranked in Division 4, but they're not the top team in the conference. They're the third best team in the conference. But they still are a formidable opponent. And with it being a rivalry, obviously they are going to want to give it to Ripon. Tell you what, we have the national anthem going on right now. We're going to take a commercial break, and we will be back with the rest of the Brewer Heating and Cooling pregame in a moment.
Aroma's Bar and Grill has authentic Mexican cuisine, mouth-watering steak, seafood, chicken, and vegetarian dishes cooked up with a delicious blend of spices and years of experience. You're sure to discover your favorite. Locally owned and operated on the far west side of Ripon, Highway 23.
All right, welcome back to Berlin High School for our football game tonight. We are glad that you have joined us on AM 1600 and 93.1 FM, WRPN The Wave, and of course on the World Wide Web at youtube.com/Ripon channel. Glad to have you along here tonight. Hope that you are comfortable while you're listening and watching to the game tonight. We have had a pouring rain. Of course, you probably already know that all day long, and the pouring rain continues here in Berlin tonight. Now, Marty, we mentioned, of course, Ripon's difficult season. They're injury-riddled. They're going to have a tough time keeping up tonight. Berlin has a lot to play for. They have the playoffs next week. They're not going to win the conference, but they still have the playoffs next week. They want to remain injury-free, but still stay fine-tuned for this game. Rivalry game, of course. We know about the Ripon-Berlin rivalry. You have some statistics on how things started and everything. Why don't you pass that along for us?
Well, they started as a fist fight in a local distillery. Actually, it is as far as I know, the 20th oldest rivalry. They've met 97 times. Berlin leads the series 50-43, and 4 times they kissed their sister. The first game was 1915.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's the first time they met, and so that's how that goes. Now,
I think Bob Likuski called that game, if I'm not mistaken.
he did, and with the two cans and a string.
With the that was right just before Bob Likuski Enterprises started up.
What a fun guy! Hey, most games, the most meetings, if you will, is between Baraboo and Reedsburg. And they've met 136 times. And get a load of this. Going into this season, 65 and 65 with 6 ties.
Wow, that's pretty interesting, yeah.
Followed by the oldest rivalry, you would have to go back to 1894. And there's 3 rivalries in the state of Wisconsin to 1894. Real quick, Darlington and Mineral Point. Darlington, the football powerhouse. Mineral Point, the wrestling powerhouse.
Redbirds of Darlington.
Yes, there's a song in there somewhere. Sparta and Toma. And then Marinette and Menominee, Michigan. All go back to 1894.
Well, it is also senior night here at Berlin High School,
Yep.
as the public address announcer here is announcing the seniors for the Indians.
You can see, my friend, how the grass is already getting, just from player introductions and the little bit of warm-up these two teams have done. So,
yeah, it's it is quite soggy out there. But nonetheless,
Yeah.
I was just going to say that, the seniors are being introduced here tonight, and it is in pouring rain as we continue our pregame show, which, of course, is brought to you by Brewer Heating and Cooling. We thank them for being our pregame sponsor all season long.
Yes.
But now, for the Tigers, last game of the season, it is a rivalry game, but, when the game is ended here, we don't know what the program is, they're going to have to reevaluate something going winless this season, and I don't know what the answer is, but it was just a long, tough season for them.
Well, and don't forget about last season.
Yeah.
I mean, they were able to manufacture 2 wins over a team that hadn't won a game in over 50 tries or 40 tries, and the other one against Waupun last year.
Yeah.
It's a program situation, and a program meaning numbers. So Ripon High School has to find a way to generate those numbers. We've talked to Dragalovich, the president of the youth football program, the last couple of seasons, and he's there with some other people trying to get that interest at a younger age, and without that, you're not going to have a program. But, yeah, it's in dire straits for sure. Yep.
And Berlin will not have any sympathy on the Tigers, I'm sure, with that.
Absolutely
with this great rivalry.
none.
So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see how the game turns out here as we're just about ready for the kickoff. The Tigers will be kicking off to Berlin, going from right to left on your radio dial. And it's Coy DeFries going to be kicking off for the Tigers. Back deep is Wyatt Hamersma for Berlin. He has over 1,000 yards already on the season. Matter of fact, as a team, Marty, Berlin has rushed for over 2,000 yards, so we don't expect to see the ball in the air much tonight.
And I'm going to come out here and say look for 2 tight and look for them to try to run it up the defense as we get the official whistle, as we were just nanoseconds away from kickoff. He checked something on the whistle.
I don't know. The FAR official wasn't happy about something.
No.
He stopped play just as DeFries was ready to kick the ball. But
anticipate a lot of turnovers tonight with these field and weather conditions.
So it's a short kick going. It stops dead right at the 30-yard line, but Berlin ended up picking it up. Nice tackle there. Marshall Reeder of the Tigers, the freshman, who got the tackle just as the Berlin Indian player picked up the ball. Luke Buddy.
Yeah, Luke Buddy barely got to it. It talk about dying like a shot duck. I mean,
I thought it was going out of bounds, and it just died.
It probably would have under normal circumstances. That's what we're dealing with here tonight. So let's see what kind of defense and what kind of effort Ripon brings tonight against arch rival Indians.
The quarterback is going to be Carter Hess. Nope, check that. Parker Hess, number 3. He hands the ball off to the left side. Big gainer out there is Wyatt Hamersma. He's past the 40, 45, 50-yard line into Ripon territory all the way to the 40. Big run for a first down.
Someone forgot to tell Wyatt that these are slippery conditions. He went around that left tackle cut it, and then from there it was pure speed.
About a 27-yard pickup on first down. The ball is at the left hash mark. Again, the quarterback, Parker Hess, 6'2", 160-pound senior for Berlin. Man in motion to the right. Handoff right up the middle. Nice run. He's going, and he breaks a couple of tackles. He's trying to be arm tackled, and down he goes at the 10-yard line. That runner is Carter Hess, the sophomore. Wow. And arm tackling just isn't going to do it. But
well, he grabbed on whatever he could get. It happened to be his left arm. He prevented the touchdown.
And so this is down already to the 10-yard line. First down and goal.
In 2 plays.
Here's the handoff now to Hamersma, left side off tackle. And is he going to get in? He's inside the 5. And he's close to the end zone. Did the officials give a touchdown score?
Must be down inside the 1.
I don't think he did. Looks like he's just down at the 1-yard line. And it's going to be a second down. Berlin doesn't even bother to huddle, Marty. They just go right to the line of scrimmage.
What better way to let the defense know what you're going to do? And
Hess goes here to Hamersma, left side off tackle. He walks into the end zone untouched. And Berlin, with 11 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in the first quarter, a mere 34 seconds, scores a touchdown to make it 6-0.
4 running plays.
So that's what we expected, though. Wyatt Hamersma, as we mentioned, big kid, and he has over 1,000 yards on the season, and he scores Berlin's first touchdown here early. Berlin will try for 2, and it's just going to be a handoff to the running back. This is Hamersma, and the Ripon defense holds. Nice defense out there. Riley McCann, and also making the player run inside was Kyle Roby.
Yeah, and the guy that really forced him back inside was 55.
That's Scholzel.
Scholzel was the one that forced him back into his teammates' pursuit. Good job by Scholzel.
Well, the point after touchdown play is no good. So the score will remain the Indians 6 and the Tigers 0. 11:26 remaining here in the first quarter. And Berlin made it look pretty easy on that particular drive, but they do have 2 losses on the season, so at some point they didn't always get it so easy, but nonetheless tonight it was okay.
It's called Plymouth and Port Washington, ranked number 1 and 4 in state, and by the way, in Division 3, Berlin's in Division 4.
Here's the kickoff, and it's going to be a little squib kicker taken by Ripon at the 29-yard line. That's Max Huber, and he's going to get out to the 35 before he is corralled down by the Berlin Indian player, and that is going to be Jacob Warren, a senior, 6'1", 180. So the Tigers will have the ball on their own 35-yard line, left hash mark. Just underway, Berlin scored a touchdown in 4 plays, all running, but did miss the PAT as the Ripon defense held. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, I wonder if they have a normal kicker and they just decided because of the weather to go for 2. We'll find out later, maybe.
Nolan Dragalovich is the starting quarterback tonight, the sophomore. He's under center, hands the ball up in the middle. Big hole out to the 39-yard line for the Tigers is the running back, and that is going to be Dylan Martina, the sophomore.
Yeah, we saw him play last week. Really, he got his most reps last week than for all the whole season.
I think Ripon is pretty thin at running back. They've had several injuries there, so Martina is the starter.
I think you could pick your position and say that's true. Same thing.
But it was a gain of 4, second down 6. Here's a handoff right up the middle, crossing the 40-yard line to about the 42 is the Tigers running back. And that's also going to be Martina. He's going to get a lot of work tonight. Has 7 yards on 2 carries, but does bring up 3rd down and 3.
Puts his head down. I like it.
Marty, one thing I've noticed in the first 2 plays, right up the middle. They're not going to the outsides.
Right.
Well, of course, rain probably wouldn't help with all of that either.
Well, it was okay. It worked for Hess okay, but we don't have that kind of speed on the Ripon side of things.
Dragalovich this time is out of the shotgun, man in motion, and Ripon on the left side move. So instead of 3rd and 3, it is going to be 3rd and 8, and that is a tough play for Ripon.
I mean, whether it's the first game of the year or the last game of the year for Ripon, it's the same kind of mistakes. That's too bad.
It is too bad because now the ball's back to the 37, and as we mentioned, now 3rd and 8.
Yeah, that was a doable third down there.
It was, yeah, 3rd and 3.
So Dragalovic, if I know, look for him to pass. Well, the formation doesn't say what I'm thinking. Thinking he wants to leak something out to the right.
Under center, here's the handoff to the running back. He cuts in, go to the 35-40, down to about the 42. So he got the 5 yards back was Tyler Bradley, but that brings up 4th and 3.
Yeah, that's the other point. Bradley, who started a quarterback last week, has now moved back into that running back position, giving Nolan, which, like you said, a sophomore, some opportunity to develop for next season.
Well, it looks like the Tigers are going to go for it, and why not?
Yeah.
4th down and 3, the ball at the 42-yard line. And they come to the line of scrimmage. Dragalovic is going to be under center here.
Need about a short 4 yards here on 4th.
And man in motion is Kissinger. He gets the ball trying to get to the outside, the 40. And, oh, man, he got hammered. And there's a flag down as well.
Thrown in the holding area.
So that is going to negate that play. But
assuming it's holding, we'll see a decline by the
I would think they decline
Berlin and take over on downs. I didn't see a face mask. No.
Yeah, it was a hold. Berlin declines, and so it's going to be 1st and 10 for Berlin. Ripon, by the way, lost 2 yards on that play to put the ball back at the 40-yard line. Yeah. So 1st and 10 for the Indians.
Yeah, slow developing sweeps for Ripon did not work well this year.
Okay, Hess goes to Hamersma, right side, trying to get to the outside 40, 35, and out of bounds he goes. Good tackle out there and good hustle by the Tigers. That's Jacob Riddick, Riley McCann, as they ran down Wyatt Hamersma on 1st down.
Riddick with a nice job around the legs and then got reinforcements, as you said.
Ball at the right hash mark, 2nd down. Here's Hess with the ball, trying to get to the outside. 35 has some room. Oh, tripped up nicely out there. Declan Dudzinski with a nice trip up before the 1st down. Just a gain of about 3.
What a play. That had 15 yards minimum written all over it. What an open field tackle trip that was by Dudzinski.
Parker Hess handing off to the running back. This is a 3rd running back here. Jacob Martin, a sophomore, 5'9", 200 pounds, more like a fullback, really.
More like a fire hydrant. 5'9".
He gets enough for a 1st down, however.
5'9", 200. Oh, boy.
He does get enough for a 1st down at the 26-yard line. Back to pass now, Parker Hess. He was looking into the end zone. He throws it. It's a raining duck out there, and it drops down at the 5-yard line, well short of the intended receiver.
I didn't understand. I wasn't watching the quarterback. I can only assume he lost the grip initially because his target was open for 6.
It was, but he couldn't get him the ball.
And he must have had to reload on his grip before he could let it go because he fooled him right away off the line when he released.
So it will be 2nd down and 10 from the Ripon 26-yard line. 8:04 remaining here in the 1st quarter. Indians 6, Tigers 0. Man in motion for Berlin. Hands it off to Hess. And a tackle for loss by Ripon. Good job, Tigers, in the backfield.
It was an excuse me between the running back and the quarterback for the Indians. They ran into one another. And then the good job, like you said, the good job by the Tigers doing a good job of getting off their blocks. And like you said, tackle for a loss.
Loss of 3. 3rd down, 13 for Berlin. Handing the ball off to Hamersma. He trips and falls down by gravity at the 27.
Down by slick field at the 27 for sure. That's going to force Joe Stelmacher, I think, as this game proceeds, to go up inside the tackles, north-south running, more of a physicality game, which I was surprised he started off with his speed to the outside. Not that it didn't work as it did, but just too tight. Here we come. Stop us if you can.
4th and 12. That was a gain of 1. Parker Hess out of the shotgun looking to pass. Goes down the middle, ball high in the air. And it was knocked away by Tyler Bradley, incomplete. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10.
I'm impressed you could read that number from there on that white uniform.
My
nice
glasses
job by
are
Bradley. Right hand looked like a volleyball on the strong side hit of a spike, and he did a great job.
I was just going to say my glasses with the flip of a switch become binoculars.
Wow. But was it one of those deals if you send before midnight tonight, you can get a second one for half the cost?
Let me tell you, I brought an extra set of batteries just in case.
Okay. All right.
All righty. Anyway, we're at the 27-yard line now for Ripon, 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Down 6-0, 6:56 remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Ball in the middle of the hash marks. Here's Dragalovic handing it off now to Martina. Goes right side off tackle, maybe up to the 30-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 3. 2nd down, 7 coming up.
I don't understand why he's gone away.
Oh, and he's hurt.
Well, I don't understand why they've gone away from what they were doing to start the game. North-south, right? And when they go wide, it doesn't work for them. You got to run north-south. And now that guy that was getting, he had 7 yards and 2 carries to start their offensive series. Now he's laying down on the
he is. I'll tell you what, let's take a timeout, and we will be back with our 2nd down and 7 after these messages.
Holman Automotive Group is committed to providing a professional and positive sales experience along with the best possible service. Their friendly and knowledgeable staff is always willing to go the extra mile to make sure you are satisfied. They are proud to be a part of the local community and look forward to serving you for many years to come. Holman Automotive Group in Ripon and Waupun. Friendly service, competitive pricing. Modern Overhead Door does a tremendous job with quality installation of new garage doors and providing professional service after the sale. Selling residential and commercial CHI overhead doors. Modern Overhead Door, family owned and operated in Ripon. Call 748-5000.
We're back live at Berlin High School. It's going to be 2nd down and 7. Dylan Martina was injured. He walked and actually trotted off the field, so he's doing okay. Here's a handoff now to Tyler Bradley, and he is going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, which was the 30-yard line, make it the 29-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd down and 8 coming up. Pouring rain here at Berlin High School tonight for the Indians senior night. Final game of the season for the Ripon Tigers. Next week, Berlin has the playoffs to look forward to in Division 4. And we'll see if they can host the game, considering the field's going to be pretty beat up after tonight. All right, 3rd down and 8 for Ripon. Dragalovic, screen out to the left side. Caught by Riddick, but he caught it with one knee on the ground. And in high school, you're down. So you can't do that.
Well, he had to go down to secure the ball. It wasn't his fault. It was a low throw, and so when he went down,
they moved the ball back
the
way 2 yards. Oh, and I suppose they had to. That's right. It wasn't an incomplete pass. It was a loss of 2. So now it's 4th down and 10. Ripon will punt the ball. All right. Waiting at the snap in this bad weather. Good snap. Punt is up. Going to remain in Ripon territory. Bounce at the 43, 45, back to the 44. Down it goes. 43-yard line. That's where Berlin will have it. 1st down and 10. I see Dylan Martina is back in the game.
Good. He got lit up is what happened. If he's back in the game, could have, a lot of times you just get your wind knocked out. That'll do it to you for sure. Good to see him back because I think he's a nice hard runner.
All right, Indians have it from the Ripon 43, 1st down and 10, starting this drive with 5:19 remaining in the first quarter. They lead 6-0 over the Tigers.
I'm thinking power football here.
And it's going to be a handoff right up the middle. This is going to be Carter Hess. He gets inside the 40, then the 35 before he goes down at the 34-yard line. And that's going to be close to a 1st down. It's going to be a yard short. Call it 2nd down and 1 from the 34.
Yeah, and Carter Hess is 5'10", 175, just a sophomore.
Under center, Parker Hess, and he gets a snap, and this is going to be Hamer's. Oh, he got hit hard down there at the 34. Wow. No gain. Who else? Riley McCann. Despite Ripon's winless season, McCann has had a really good season.
Yes, he has, and I'll tell you, that was That was a big slobber knocker.
It was,
I mean,
yeah.
he was stoned, as they like to say. Man, he went into a garage wall.
No gain. 3rd down 1 for Berlin, 34-yard line. Here's going to be the pitch. This is Carter Hess left side. He's going to get a yard or two and enough for a first down for Berlin. Put the ball at the 33. He only needed really 1 yard, and he got that yard on the left side, and it's going to be 1st and 10, Berlin Indians.
You know, the Ripon defense is really, they didn't get the wake-up call to the beginning of the game. In 4 plays, they got scored on. But after that, they've settled in and done a nice job.
Here's a back-to-pass rolling right, Parker Hess, and it's bobbled and caught by Hamersma at the 30. Breaks a tackle, 25-20. And then he gets hit down hard by Max Huber, but not after a big gainer to the 17-yard line and a 1st and 10 for the Indians.
Yeah, Riddick would have had him for a minimal gain, and he was able to slip Riddick's effort of a tackle, and then from there, nice individual effort on those such difficult field conditions.
It's about the 17.5-yard line. We'll just call it the 17. 1st down and 10. Ball at the right hash mark for Berlin. They are driving once again, leading this game 6-2-0. And we are at the 3:45 mark here in the first quarter. Man in motion to the right. He gets the handoff. Tries to cut in, and he doesn't get. Oh, he fumbled the ball. Oh, but he got it back. Lucky play and lucky bounce for the Berlin Indians. And that was what? Yeah. Carter Hess, the sophomore. And he's got up a little limping there.
He took his right paw, and he went in there and pulled it back in. Like I said, here we are 3.5 minutes in the first quarter remaining, and that's our first turnover. Look for some more later.
So Berlin retains possession on the fumble. No gain on the play, so 2nd down and 10 from the 17-yard line. Hess hands it off to Hamersma, left side. He tries to cut in. He tries to go back, but he does gain a couple of yards to the 15. Nice tackling out there. Again, that is Kyle Roby on the tackle. Good job there.
Hamersma. Say it for me, friend.
Hamersma.
195 pounds.
Gain of 2 to the 15, but it makes it 3rd down and 8 for the Berlin Indians. Ball at the center of the hash marks. 2 running backs behind the quarterback. This is the first running back right up the middle. Crosses the 10, and he's inside the 10-yard line. That running back was Luke Buddy, Jr. He's 5'8", 165.
That was a trap play right up the middle and ran to perfection. And I'm surprised, like I said, that Stellmacher isn't just running up the A and B gaps. I think maybe he'll do more of that. Unless he's looking to, work on some stuff going into the playoffs. That could be it also.
Makes it 4th down and 1 for Berlin, and Ripon just jumped off sides to give him an automatic first down.
Oh,
boy. So it's down to the 4-yard line with the penalty.
And I want to say to Craig Krem up in Minnesota, your weather said that the precipitation should be concluded before game time. Dump that app. There's right up the left A gap for a 6.
Hand off to Wyatt Hamersma off the left side, and he scores a touchdown, and Berlin's lead now has doubled from 6-0 to 12-0 as we have a change in the score.
Yeah, they started this game, Joe Stellmacher, really attacking the edges both ways. And then he came back and seemed to, after he did the edges, then he softened the underbelly of the defense. And it seems to be going very much his way right now.
And the score comes at the 1:53 mark. Berlin will go 4-2, man in motion to the left. Here's Parker Hess back to pass, throws into the end zone. Incomplete, just off the fingertips of Parker Hess. So the point after touchdown is no good. So with 1 minute, 53 seconds remaining in the first quarter, it's now the Indians 12, the Tigers 0. We'll be back after these messages.
Silver Creek Dentistry offers a truly different dental experience. No upsell, no lectures, never any pressure. They truly believe in treating you the way you want to be treated, with friendly and compassionate dental care. Silver Creek Dentistry for all your dental needs. If you're looking for straighter teeth, better chewing, or simply a better-looking smile, Sensational Smiles Orthodontics offers treatment for both adults and children. Sensational Smiles Orthodontics, your only local one-stop orthodontic office, located in downtown Ripon.
All right, we missed the kickoff, but it was returned by Max Huber out to the 38-yard line of Ripon, a reasonable return of about 15 yards. It was a kind of a squib kick, but you can't expect much with pouring rain coming down. And the waves, I guess, at Green Lake are about 6 feet high. That's what we're hearing, huh, Marty?
Yes.
Hey, are you awake over there?
Yeah, I'll just go bullhead fishing.
All right, Dylan Martina gets the handoff.
Ouch.
He gets hit hard in the backfield.
Ripon trying to go wide. I'm going to make my point.
On the right side, and it's going to be a tackle for loss. Luke Buddy with the tackle of about a 3-yard loss. Second down, 13 now for the Tigers. Carter Kissinger bringing in the play for Ripon. The ball, we're going to call it at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, we're seeing some guys that did not play the first 2/3 of the season that are handling the ball in the backfield. And I want to tip my hat to those guys.
Yeah, they're out there practicing and working hard. Okay. Oh, the ball's fumbled. Recovered by Berlin at the 30-yard line. Nolan Dragalovic got the snap, and he wanted to pass it over to his left. But the Berlin defense penetrated the offensive line and hit Dragalovic before he was able to pass. He lost control and recovered by Berlin at the 30. The recovery by Jacob Martin. And that comes with 64 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Berlin 12, Ripon 0. Here we go. Back to pass is Parker Hess, and he's going, it's intercepted by Ripon, by Declan Dudzinski. Flags are down. Play, everyone seemed to have stopped, but he falls down at the 33. Everybody seemed to have stopped when the flag's through, but Declan Dudzinski, he caught the interception, but he's going to get called for a penalty.
Yeah.
He pushed off the Berlin receiver to make the interception an A. Give him an A for effort.
Yeah, if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Well, he figured maybe the officials wouldn't see it because of the wet fields. He could have just slipped. But he didn't slip. He was pushed.
It meant something to him, right? Otherwise, he wouldn't have done it. So that's good to see.
What's with all the both players on the team just standing around after the interception? I don't get it. Anyway.
I think they saw what everybody saw that was so obvious. Hey, this is going the other way that they just forgot about it.
All right, so the penalty goes down to the 15-yard line of Ripon, and it's 1st and 10 Berlin. Here's Hamersma now with the handoff. Way over to the left side. Huber slowed him down, and he was tackled. Riley McCann out there, I think, at the 10. It's going to be a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 coming up, but I think we're going to that's probably going to be the last play of the first quarter as we're under 20 seconds here. So, but Ripon, they're playing tough here. They're not giving up, even though they're down 12-0 after the first quarter of play and a pouring rain here in Berlin.
And Berlin's left 4 points out there on PATs as well.
All right, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter. It's going to be 2nd down 5 for the Indians at the 10 after these messages.
Walsworth Printing in Ripon believes a company, like a family, is made stronger when differences are embraced and not condemned. Check out walsworth.com/careers for hiring opportunities. Proud to support Ripon High School. The bakery and deli teams at Webster's Marketplace are always cooking up great food for you and your family to enjoy. Breads, buns, cakes, and of course the signature donuts. Meats hand-cut daily to Webster's Deli Broasted Chicken. Delicious dips and full line of meals for you to take home and enjoy. Webster's Marketplace, Highway 23 West in Ripon. Silver Creek Dentistry offers a truly different dental experience. No upsell, no lectures, never any pressure. They truly believe in treating you the way you want to be treated, with friendly and compassionate dental care. Silver Creek Dentistry for all your dental needs.
Scored an extra touchdown. All right, welcome back to Berlin High School. The ball's at the 9-yard line as we begin the second quarter. Indians up 12-0 over the Tigers. It's going to be 2nd down and 5 for Berlin. Here's a handoff right up the middle into the 5 and into the end zone goes the running back Carter Hess, the sophomore, and the Indians score their 3rd touchdown of the evening. So we have a change in the score. It's now the Indians 18, the Tigers 0 after the first play of the second quarter.
Ouch, that was too easy.
Yep, right up the middle.
We were talking about the defense earlier. But Ripon offense has not gotten a first down, and so which means the defense is out there playing too much of the game already this
Plus
early.
1 turnover. Berlin going for 2. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle. Luke Buddy, he's got the 2-point conversion this time, as Berlin is 1 out of 3 on 2-point conversions. So 11 minutes and 52 seconds remain in the second quarter. It's now the Indians 20 and the Tigers 0 in a rain-soaked senior night here at Berlin High School.
I mean, look at the stands for across the field. That's the Berlin fan base. I mean, you got that student section on your right in the picture, but it's sparse. It's just the moms and dads. I'll bet you some of the uncles and aunts and grandpas and grandmas stayed home. They said, I love you. You're probably first team all conference grandson and nephew, but hey.
I'll come over tomorrow. I'll have cookies
we'll listen
baked.
to Marty. We'll listen to Marty and Lynn, and we'll live stream this baby.
Hey, come over tomorrow. I'll have cookies baked for you, all right?
There you go.
All right, here's a squib kick taken at the 35-yard line of the Tigers, and he makes a couple of moves. The runner out there, I believe, I'm not quite sure who that is. I got to try and check and see if I can catch that number.
Yeah.
It's number 33, who, of course, is not on our roster. But he made a good effort out to the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for Ripon.
That's not Caden Pear, is it? It's right around
He's
that
30.
number. Okay.
And 34 is Steven Brunhofer. So I don't know who 33 is. That's too bad.
That's an issue with us every season. Yeah.
Maybe someone can text me and let me know. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
All right. From the 37, 1st and 10 Tigers, the ball's over at the left hash mark. Man in motion now to the right. Here's a handoff right up the middle. I think that's Tyler Bradley. He's going to maybe get a couple of yards out to the 39 and before he goes down. So it's going to be 2nd down and 8 for the Tigers. So 2nd down and 8. Ball between the hash marks right in the middle of the field there. Tigers down 20-0. Clock running, 11:17 remaining here in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's a big Anthony Pena, 6 foot 290 at nose tackle. He's a senior for Berlin, right over the.
Dragalovich with a handoff up the middle. Running back goes across the 40-yard line, maybe to the 41. So a gain of about 2, and trying to see who the running back was there.
It's going to be about, 3rd and 7?
Yeah. So from the 41-yard line, 3rd down and about 7 to go for the Tigers. And I still couldn't see who the running back was that time.
No.
Numbers are starting to get a little dirt on them. On this 3rd down and 7. Dragalovich hands the ball off. Little reverse, but then the ball is fumbled in the backfield. Ripon is going to retain possession on the fumble, but it's way back to the 33-yard line. Declan Dudzinski was able to fall on the ball for Ripon, but it brings up 4th and about 16 yards to go. So Ripon will have to punt.
Yeah. Another mistake by the Tigers. You know, the thing about that play, it looked like to me
Looked like it might have worked.
There was some potential there for some positive yards.
All right, so awaiting the snap.
Better block here.
Good snap. Run. Line drive punt. Midfield, 45. Takes a rip and bounce, 40 to the 38-yard line before it's downed on a nice play there by Braden Dudzinski, who ran the ball down.
About a 30-yard kick. It wasn't a thing of beauty, but he had enough energy into it, even though it was low end over end, that it went a decent amount of yards.
The rain has finally let up a little bit here. Not a whole lot, but it has let up a little bit.
Okay, Cram, maybe you can keep your app, but we'll continue to monitor the precipitation.
I imagine with the rain letting up, now the crowd will start coming in, don't you think, Martin?
Yeah, they're sitting in the buses. They're in the buses. They're in
They'll
the locker
flowing.
rooms.
They're
in the equipment rooms. They're going to come out.
All right, from the 38-yard line, 1st and 10 for Berlin. Again, that's Parker Hess, the quarterback. He's going to be back to pass, rolling to the right, throws a little screen. Knocked down. Good play out there by the Tigers. And I think that is Jacob Riddick who knocked the ball down.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's who that is.
6'2", senior.
The tall frame, good read.
Yeah.
He took that outside backer, goes out to the flat, read it, because it looked like he had a nice little dump-off pass for his receiver. And Riddick, with his frame, great job. Seen some of the better defensive plays in the secondary here in the first half that I've seen in a while by the Tiger defense.
Stops the clock with 9:34 remaining in the second quarter. 2nd down and 10 for Berlin on their own 38-yard line. Man in motion to the left. Here's a pitch to the right side. Cuts up 40, and down he goes at about the 43-yard line is the running back Luke Buddy.
Yeah, and on that tackle might have been, was that Riddick again? Hit him low initially. Yeah, that was 83. That was Riddick on the first hit.
Gain of 5 to the 43-yard line is going to bring up 3rd down and a long 5.
I'll take that back. That was McCann, 53. Yep.
For Berlin. 3rd and 5. Hess under center, 2 running backs behind him. Handoff right up the middle to his brother. 45 midfield, 45 of Ripon, down to about the 44-yard line. Before he goes down, that's going to be Carter Hess, the sophomore, and he gets a 1st down for the Indians into Ripon territory. This drive will continue. The officials will mark it at the 43-yard line of Ripon.
That's been a constant issue with the defense all season long, in that maybe you can keep them to marginal success in the early downs and then always give up that big play on 3rd.
Handoff on 1st down. This is Hamers, my boy. He just broke through that line. He's over by the 30, 25-20 inside the 15-yard line before he goes down. Looks like it's going to be around the 13-yard line.
Yeah.
And it's a big gainer by Wyatt Hamersma.
Boys, he run with some intensity. 6 foot, 195, and he runs quicker than his size.
The officials will mark it right at the 15-yard line, where it's going to be 1st and 10 for Berlin, and now the clock has started as they reset. Here's Hamersma once again up the middle, dancing around the 10, the 5, and down he'll go at about the 4-yard line.
This is like I said earlier, this is the offense I expected to see. Just power football with a full house in the backyard and just pound it.
And that's what they're doing on this drive here,
Yeah.
Ball's going to be marked at the 5, 1st and goal for the Indians. And there's the snap. Here's Hess, get the handoff. He tries to cut back in, but Ripon on a nice job on the defense. Cuts him down for just a gain of about 1 yard out there. Riley McCann, for sure, one of the Tigers.
And then the other guy on the end, I don't know if that was
But here's the 2nd down, and it's going to be Hamersma left side. Oh, there was a face mask, but nobody saw that, but it's a touchdown regardless for Berlin.
Yeah, they went up a little A-gap on the left, and that was the difference.
Yeah.
I like what the defensive side over on the left side with Riddick and McCann and those guys are able to do, but the left side not as successful for Ripon, getting off the blocks and making the plays.
So a change in the score with 7 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the second quarter. It's now the Indians 26 and the Tigers 0. Point after touchdown play now coming up. And let's see what we have. Hess under center. And, he's going back to pass. He's going to throw to the end zone. Caught. And the point after touchdown is good. Hess rolled to the right. The receiver, Wyatt Hamersma, just did a little down and out and caught it in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So with 7 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the second quarter, our score is now the Indians 28 and the Tigers 0. We'll be back with the kickoff and more after these messages.
Floral Expressions is a full-service floral shop conveniently located inside of Webster's Marketplace. From centerpieces to balloon bouquets, full wedding flowers to custom and sentimental remembrance arrangements, Floral Expressions is here to help. Inside of Webster's Marketplace, Highway 23 West in Ripon.
We're back live, ready for the kickoff for Berlin as they're going to kick off to Ripon after the touchdown. This is a decent kick, going to be taken at the 20-yard line, out to the 25, straight at the middle, cutting to the right side. He's going to get to the 30. He's got some room. 35, 40. It's a foot race, 50. Carter Kissinger, 35, 30, 25, 20, and down he goes at the 10-yard line. What a nice run by Carter Kissinger on the return.
And let me tell you, he works hard at Lasonia too, but no harder than that run. He's very deceptive with his speed. He's not quick, but once he gets that get-along going, his stride was great. I think he surprised some of those defenders on the kick coverage. Great individual effort by Carter Kissinger.
Nice job down to the 12-yard line.
So happy to see him get with that
Ripon.
success. Now let's see if they can play off of that energy and do some damage here and say hello to the end zone.
And just a perfect amount of blocking that Ripon had, and now a flag.
A flag? Are you kidding me?
Gosh,
Are
now
you
what?
kidding me? They're just lining up, head umpire.
Illegal substitution.
Illegal participation.
Yeah. I don't know. Do they have 12 out there? I can't. There's only 11. Well, they must have had a player come in late. I'm guessing one go out and one in.
I don't know what the rule is, but they had a player coming off the field when they went into their formation, and maybe that's it. Had they not gone into the formation, I don't know the WIA rule, but that's what it was.
Well,
Okay.
I thought. Well, anyway, it's back to the 17-yard line, first down and 10, and there was a fumble on the exchange to the quarterback. Did Ripon get the recovery? Yes, Nolan Dragalovich did get the recovery, but still a loss of 2. So what a great run back on the kickoff to the 12-yard line has now resulted in a loss of 8 yards away back to the 20 with a 5-yard penalty and a 2-yard loss on a play.
Let's see what Coach Bradley has on this play.
7:10 remaining in the second quarter. Berlin 28, Ripon 0. Second down and, 18 yards to go. Man in motion to the left. Handoff up the middle, and boy, was he hit in the backfield, and down he goes, the running back, Dylan Martina. And that's a nice tackle out there by 54, Jacob Martin, the sophomore. And down he goes, and it's another loss of 2 yards to the 22. So now
Wrong
it's
way,
third
fellas.
down. Yeah, it's third down and 20 from the 22. The good news is that the rain has almost stopped, so at least that's something good.
Okay, so we'll let the Minnesota resident maintain that app.
All right, from the 22, third down, 20. Dragalovich under center, awaits the snap. He's going to keep it rolling to the right, tries to cut in, gets back to the line of scrimmage before he's down by a host of Indians right at the 22. So now that'll bring up fourth down and 20. Nothing there on that outside. Actually, he's going to call it a loss of a yard, Marty, to make it fourth down, 21. But regardless of how the drive ends here, it was a beautiful kickoff return by Carter Kissinger. So we'll give him that. So fourth and 21. As the Tigers are huddling up here, ball's at the right hash mark, and now Ripon is going to take a timeout. We'll keep it right here, Marty, because I know you have some interesting notes about what's going on in the conference tonight.
Well, last week, let's talk about that. Kewaskum took Sheboygan Falls down 31-14. Sheboygan Falls not having one of their better years by their standards. It was Plymouth, to no surprise, over Kettle Moraine Lutheran last week, 35-0. We know what happened in Waupun, 26-0 over our very own Tigers. Port Washington took care of Berlin in Port Washington last Friday evening, 35-20. Port Washington scored at least one touchdown in each of the 4 quarters. But I'll tell you what, Berlin getting 20 points on that number 1 team in Division III was probably the most points those Pirates of Port have given up. I'll talk about tonight's matchups after this play.
All right, Dragalovich on 4th down and 21. Ball at the right, hash mark 23-yard line. Back to pass, looking left, throws left. It's caught at the 20, but down goes the running back. And that is going to be Dylan Martina, just a gain of about 3. And so the ball is turned over on downs to Berlin.
Things don't get easier tonight for Sheboygan Falls. They go from the, what do they call that, from the pot to the frying pan. They got Plymouth tonight, and then Port Washington is at Waupun. Waupun will not be throwing for their 20th plus point in the 4th quarter against Port tonight. The good matchup I'll talk about.
From the 21, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff up the middle, crossing the 25-yard line to about the 26 is the running back for Berlin. That's going to be Wyatt Hamersma.
Kewaskum, last year's conference champion, is 3-3 in conference. Big game for Kettle Moraine Lutheran, coming off that shutout to Plymouth last week. Kettle Moraine Lutheran, with a 3-3 conference record, 4-4 overall, can get into the playoffs with a win over Kewaskum tonight.
It was a gain of 5, 2nd and 5. Here's going to be a handoff now. This is to Carter Hess. And he crosses the 35-40 out to the 41-yard line. It's a 1st and 10 for Berlin.
Boy, is he a quiet runner?
Yeah.
You know,
steps around.
Yeah, he's very
does a nice job.
Very, aloof but quiet. I mean, it just picks his way through very nicely.
From the 42, 1st and 10. Here's going to be a handoff to Hess once again. He's going to get to the 45 before he is brought down.
Yeah, someone got him low, and then McCann hit him high.
I beg your pardon. That was Wyatt Hamersma on the carry, but it's going to be a gain of about 4 yards out to the 46. So 2nd down and 6. 4:30 remaining in the 2nd quarter. 28-0. Berlin over the Tigers. From the 46, 2nd down, 6. Handoff. And this is going to be Hess. He's going to get a gain of 1. But some nice coverage by the Tigers. They got in the backfield and slowed this one down.
You just said it, Lynn. It was running downhill into the backfield, and they're blowing the play up, and then the pursuit cleaned up on the running back.
Brandon Boehm, the 6-foot, 160-pound senior, was the Tiger in the backfield that slowed that play. Just a gain of 1, 3rd down, 5 now for the Indians.
Here's the challenge for Ripon, making them earn it so that at least send it into a 4th down decision by Coach Joe Stelmacher.
And looks like Berlin's going to take a timeout here. And the timeout comes with 3 minutes and 36 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. What else you got, Marty?
Well, let's talk about those East Central standings in football. Port Washington, undefeated, 6-0 in conference, 8-0 in Division III. Plymouth, 5-1, 7-1. Their only loss, of course, to Port Washington. This very Indian team here, this Berlin Indian Ball Club, they're 4-2 in conference, 6-2 in Division IV. Kettle Moraine Lutheran just talked about the big game for them tonight in the conference. Can they make it to the playoffs and get off that 500 schneid of 3-3 and 4-4 overall? Kewaskum also 3-3 in conference, but 3-5 overall. Sheboygan Falls, like I said, sort of an off year for them. But hey, when you got teams like Port, Plymouth, and Berlin in front of you, and KLML, I guess it shouldn't be that big of a surprise. Waupun, 1-5, 1-7. Ripon winless. We talked about that. That's what's going on in the East Central Conference. We'll talk about later. We're going to talk about the coaches poll. There have been some big changes, particularly in Division I. What a surprise that was in the Fox Valley Association Conference last Friday night.
All right, from the 47, 3rd down, 5 for Berlin after the timeout. Ball in the center of the hash marks. And we have Berlin that jumped. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty to move them back. So it's going to be 3rd down and 10 instead of 3rd down and 5. First mistake that the Indians have made this evening.
I tip my hat to Bowden Greff. The right defensive end gave a step, a little bluff move, and they got the left offensive tackle to flinch. Good job.
And flinch he did. And we all flinched when that flag came flying out onto the field.
I think his name was Fletch.
All right, 3rd and 10 from the 42. And back to pass is Hess, rolling to the right. He's going to keep it 40, 45, down to about the 48-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And it's going to bring up about a 4th down and 3. Good scramble, though, by Hess.
Yeah, in the open field. The advantage on a slick field sometimes they say is to the running back because he knows where he's going to go on this sort of like an ice rink, and the defender, of course, doesn't in the open field. Umpire and the back judge having a discussion about something. They brought the ball back considerably far, didn't they?
Yeah, I said it was about the 48-49. They brought it back to about the 46.5.
Yeah, I saw you and I were thinking the same thing where the ball was. He must have stepped out.
4th down, 5 for Berlin here.
Big opportunity for the Tigers.
Handoff right up the middle. He has the 1st down and more. Wyatt Hamersman, open field. 40, 30, 25. Down he goes inside the 20. And a touchdown-saving tackle out there by Declan Dudzinski of Ripon.
That is not easy for Declan Dudzinski. Let's face it. He is 155 pounds, giving up 40 pounds to a full head of steam and saving a touchdown. The kid's got he's got some guts.
I guess, as I said last week, he is a gamer.
Yes, and you can see it. He's a little shook up there right now. But, man, I love this kid's disposition when it comes to the game
From
of
the
football.
16, 1st and 10, Berlin. Here's the handoff over to the right side is Hamersma. He gets caught in the backfield, and a nice tackle out there by Ripon's Bowden Greff. And I think it's just going to be a gain of 1 down to the 15, so 2nd down 9. Clock rolling, 2:54 remaining here in the second quarter. It's the Indians 28, the Tigers 0. Senior night in Berlin. On a rainy senior night. It's still raining, but not quite as hard. Here we go. Back to pass. It is complete to Hamersma at the 15. And down he goes, maybe to the 14, nothing more. And it is going to be a nice defensive tackle by the Tigers, limiting Berlin there to maybe a yard on the play.
Yeah, he got hit first by the left, might have been Riddick, and then he got finished up by someone from on that far side of the field. Cannot read those digits.
Well, he went out of bounds at 2:28 remaining in the second quarter. I guess we'll call it maybe a gain of 1 down to the 14, so it's going to be 3rd down and 8 on this play as Parker Hess brings the Indians to the line of scrimmage. Man in motion to the right, flag goes down, and we're going to have, a delay of game. So Berlin making some mistakes here late here in the second quarter. Going to move them back. So instead of 3rd and 8, 3rd and 13. So the ball back to the 19-yard line. And here we go, 3rd down. Man in motion, back to pass, goes Hess. He's going to look to the left. He does throw. It's caught at the 17-yard line. 2 Tigers right there, and the running back goes down. It was caught out there by Aaron Bartle, but he was tackled after a gain of only about 2 yards on the play.
Good job by the defense, both pressuring Hess, the quarterback, and then, like you said, the 2 Tigers were able to corral Bartle after that catch on the flat.
Only a gain of 1, actually, to the 18-yard line. So 4th down and 12 with 1:50 remaining in the second quarter. Big 4th down for the Tiger defense here. So 4th down and 12. Hess out of the Hess out of the shotgun, looking to the right, throws to the right, caught by Hamersma at around the 7-yard line, very close to a first down, but a flag also down at the 20. And I don't think he got the first down, but it's pretty close. But let's check out the flag here.
Yeah, it's around the line of scrimmage, so we'll see.
And
you would think holding against Berlin.
Yeah, they're talking to the Ripon players, so I would think they'd move them back 10 yards. I just don't know if he got the first down or not. It's really close.
And you only have 94 seconds till halftime.
They declined it.
Yeah.
So he did not get the first down. And so it will be Tigers ball, and Marty's right. 94 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Tiger defense held. So the ball, after that play, where did they mark it? At the 7? He had to get to about the 6.
Wow.
He had to get about to the 5. And
Jeez,
they marked the ball right at the 6-yard line.
It's almost like you take the penalty and take your chance on 4th and a country mile.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Don't you think? I mean, to have the ball there almost dictates to you now. You just have to eat the ball and go into the locker room.
At the 6-yard line, 1st and 10, handing the ball off right up the middle. And the running back, which is Bradley, may have gotten a yard or 2, but he was driven right back. And I guess it's just going to be a gain of 1 out to the 7. So 2nd down and 9 with clock rolling.
Yeah, too bad they didn't take the penalty, accept it.
Well, this way, by declining the penalty, they were guaranteed the ball back.
Yeah, but when you're playing, I mean, you know what I mean? It's not like you have a conference championship.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
All right. 2nd down, 9 from the 7. Dragalovich under center. Hands the ball off to the running back. Bradley again, he tries to cut up off left tackle, and maybe another yard, but nothing more than that as the clock rolls with 35 seconds remaining in the second quarter. That could very well be the end of the second quarter. I don't know if the Tigers will run another play or not. They might. Declan Dudzinski's bringing in a play, but we're at now the 22-second mark. I guess they'll have to run one more. And they come up to the line of scrimmage with 10 seconds. Dragalovich.
He's not going to run the play.
Let's see. Nope, he doesn't have to run. Oh, he is going to run the play. It's going to be a handoff to the right side, Martina, and he gets tackled by the ankles. Nice job out there by the Berlin player, Camden Johnson.
He did lasso him.
Yeah, and that is going to be the end of the first half. So after one half of play, our score, the Berlin Indians 28 and the Ripon Tigers 0. Our halftime show and programming is going to be brought to you by MPB Builders,
yes,
known as an industry leader in post-frame construction. You can trust MPB Builders, a 13-time winner of the National Frame Builders Association Builder of the Year Award.
How many times, Lind?
13-time winner.
Friendly service, competitive pricing. Modern Overhead Door does a tremendous job with quality installation of new garage doors and providing professional service after the sale. Selling residential and commercial CHI overhead doors. Modern Overhead Door, family owned and operated in Ripon. Call 748-5000. Aroma's Bar and Grill isn't just the place to get authentic Mexican cuisine anymore. Their menu also includes Friday Fish Fry, Legend Larry's Chicken Wings, steaks, burgers, and much more. Experience authentic Mexican cuisine and the expanded menu items at Aroma's Bar and Grill. Locally owned and operated on the far west side of Ripon, Highway 23. Homan Automotive Group is committed to providing a professional and positive sales experience along with the best possible service. Their friendly and knowledgeable staff is always willing to go the extra mile to make sure you are satisfied. They are proud to be a part of the local community and look forward to serving you for many years to come. Homan Automotive Group in Ripon and Waupun. Ripon Area School District continues to offer the very best educational options to each and every student. Ripon Tigers are building their future in a high-achieving academic atmosphere supported by a dedicated professional staff who are passionate about education and strive for excellence. Come to Ripon and experience what happens when excellence meets innovation. Webster's Marketplace in Ripon is proud to partner with Hometown Broadcasting and support Ripon Tigers athletics. Thank you for shopping Webster's Marketplace, your locally owned and operated grocery store since 1987. Highway 23 West in Ripon. Silver Creek Dentistry offers a truly different dental experience. No upsell, no lectures, never any pressure. They truly believe in treating you the way you want to be treated, with friendly and compassionate dental care. Silver Creek Dentistry for all your dental needs. Aroma's Bar and Grill isn't just the place to get authentic Mexican cuisine anymore. Their menu also includes Friday Fish Fry, Legend Larry's Chicken Wings, steaks, burgers, and much more. Experience authentic Mexican cuisine and the expanded menu items at Aroma's Bar and Grill. Locally owned and operated on the far west side of Ripon, Highway 23. Aroma's Bar and Grill. Walsworth Printing in Ripon believes a company, like a family, is made stronger when differences are embraced and not condemned. Check out walsworth.com/careers for hiring opportunities. Proud to support Ripon High School. Homan Automotive Group is committed to providing a professional and positive sales experience along with the best possible service. Their friendly and knowledgeable staff is always willing to go the extra mile to make sure you are satisfied. They are proud to be a part of the local community and look forward to serving you for many years to come. Homan Automotive Group in Ripon and Waupun. Our halftime show is brought to you by MPB Builders, known as an industry leader in post-frame construction. You can trust MPB Builders, a 13-time winner of the National Frame Builders Association Builder of the Year Award.
All right, back at Berlin High School, senior night for the Berlin Indians, and it's a high school football game going on here with the rain all night long, and the Indians lead Ripon by a score of 28-0. Our halftime show, which I think you just heard, and we've mentioned multiple times, but can you really mention it enough when you're a 13-time winner of the National Frame Builders Association Builder of the Year Award, MPB Builders?
No, you can't, because that's about as many as world championships the Green Bay Packers have. I think it is around 13.
Just want to mention while we're here in the booth tonight that Marty and I both are wearing Dickersons as we cross the field. And,
yes.
Not many people use the word Dickersons anymore, but I'm one of those. I love that when I wear my Dickersons.
Well, they were actually the next-door neighbors to the Cleaver family from Leave It to Beaver. For those,
I don't think they were.
People. Oh, well, I thought I'd try and see if that worked.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Those were the Sullivans.
Oh,
actually.
My bad. Mr. Wilson and Dennis the Menace, yes. Squishy field. It's wet. The rain finally has dissipated.
But our shoes remain dry because we are wearing Dickersons.
Yes. For those people that are wondering what are those, it's sort of a pre-formed galosh that goes around the shoe. It's not the big buckle rubber boot. But just around the cover of the shoe. So for those, try them. I don't know where you got yours, but I'm pleased with mine.
I got mine online, and I'm not sure exactly where, but I
What'd you pay for yours?
I don't recall, but I don't think anyway that Fox River Gloves sells these. I think I was down there looking, and I don't think that they do.
Yeah. No,
But,
I got mine at where
I'm going to have to talk to Mike Wrench about that and make sure he carries these.
Because I would buy them from him because I get all my work gloves from him. But otherwise, I had to go to the store where real men go to smell the rubber tires and pick up the chains.
But I bet who does sell them? I bet you Eskimo Comfort in Berlin would sell them.
You think so?
I would guess. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, but I would guess on that. And people are listening here. We're glad to have you along actually on AM 1600 WRPN and 93.1 FM WRPN The Wave, and of course on the web if you're watching online at youtube.com/Ripon channel. Big shout out to our great friend Sarah Kesich working the board tonight and listening to this nonsense.
Sarah.
So
rainy night in Georgia.
So anyway, it is halftime, and Marty, I know you've got a full notebook of solid information.
Hey, let's go to that coaches poll.
Folks want to know about.
Yep. And in Division I, we've had a change at the top out of the Fox Valley Association. Kimberly, that has been ranked number 1. Well, they lost to the Ghost of Kaukauna in a tight one. 14-13 in a game that was totally scoreless in the second half. And, of course, Kaukauna is ranked number 5 in Division II. But they beat number 1 Division I Kimberly last Friday night. And Muskego moves up into the number 1 slot in Division I. In Division II, as I just said, Kaukauna, they were ranked 5 until that went over the Papermakers, and now they're ranked 4th. Also in that is Kettle Moraine, Waunakee, Badger, and New Richmond are all 8-0.
Wow.
Going into tonight in Division II. Port Washington, well, you can't say more about them than we already have said. They're ranked number 1. They're undefeated. Plymouth stays in the 9 spot. Menasha stays in the 10 spot. And then you have Mount Horeb/Barneveld and Notre Dame, a name you're familiar with.
That's right.
They're both undefeated, ranked, and they're also in Division III. In Division IV, Xavier, speaking of the Appleton area, they were ranked 4th last week. They stay the same. Berlin, is ranked 9th. They were ranked 8th the week before. But here's the killer: Catholic Memorial at 6-2. Watch out for them. And then Lodi and Two Rivers are ranked rather high in Division IV. In Division V, Columbus stays in the number 2 spot, and undefeated, and they have 1 loss. And undefeated Winnebago Lutheran Academy in Fond du Lac, they stay in the 3 position in coaches' ranking. In Division 6, St. Mary's Springs, no surprise, stays ranked in the 2nd spot. So you're wondering, well, who's ranked above them? That'd be Kenosha St. Joseph. And Kewanee, that's ranked in that 4th spot, is still undefeated. In the 8-man football, the Mighty Oaks of Oakfield have moved up 1 spot from 6 to the 5 spot. And the 4 teams ahead of Oakfield are all undefeated, and that's in 8-man football. We're going to talk about some of the Ripon sports, other sports other than football. We can do that now. We can save that.
Tell you what, let's take a break.
Yeah.
Let's take a break and sell some things, and then Marty will be back with all that great information about Ripon sports. It is halftime in Berlin. The score is the Indians 28 and the Tigers 0. Ripon will get the ball to begin the 3rd quarter. We'll be back right after these messages.
Our pregame show is brought to you by Brewer Heating and Cooling, your local Rheem Pro partner. You can count on the trained professionals at Brewer Heating and Cooling for all your home comfort needs. Hometown Radio, the home of the Wave and the Bug, is your local source for news, weather, and sports. Tune in to WRPN 93.1 FM and AM 1600 and team up every weekday morning with Bob Nelson to find out what's happening in your area. Friendly service, competitive pricing. Modern Overhead Door does a tremendous job with quality installation of new garage doors and providing professional service after the sale. selling residential and commercial CHI overhead doors. Modern overhead door. Family owned and operated in Ripon. Call 748-5000. Webster's Marketplace in Ripon is proud to partner with Hometown Broadcasting and support Ripon Tigers athletics. Thank you for shopping Webster's Marketplace, your locally owned and operated grocery store since 1987. Highway 23 West in Ripon. Excellence meets innovation at Ripon Area School District through a commitment to continuous quality improvement. Ripon was awarded over $1,400,000 in grants to expand support for students and their families through interventionist supports, school-based mental health, and after-school programming. Come to Ripon and experience what happens when excellence meets innovation. Aroma's Bar and Grill isn't just the place to get authentic Mexican cuisine anymore. Their menu also includes Friday fish fry, Legend Larry's chicken wings, steaks, burgers, and much more. Experience authentic Mexican cuisine and the expanded menu items at Aroma's Bar and Grill. Locally owned and operated on the far west side of Ripon, Highway 23.
We're back at the now named Berlin Athletic Field as the Indians are over the Tigers 28-0. Halftime show brought to you by MPB Builders. Marty, what else you got?
Well, let me tell you, second place, Ripon Spikers. They had to go into first place undefeated Kettle Moraine Lutheran last night, and it was a conflict. At the end of the night, it ended up being a Tiger ate a Charger. So the good news is Tracy Landerman's gals went in there, and they won the first set 25-19. They lost 25-17, lost 26-24. So now the pressure's on for the visitor Ripon Tigers having to win the next two if they're going to claim a portion of the conference championship. And they didn't disappoint Ripon fan base. They won 25-21 in the fourth set, and then in the tiebreaker, you play just to 15-12. So they went into Kettle Moraine Lutheran's house, and they came out with a 5-set victory match and a share of the East Central Conference title in girls volleyball. Congratulations. Also, it was mentioned when we were doing the North Fond du Lac game, was that Tuesday evening? I'm not even sure anymore. It was announced that Tracy Landerman would be finally hanging up that whistle after 39 years. I think there was a time in there where she came out of retirement and then was forced back into it. But 39 years, folks, the Queen of Wild Rose High School has been there a long time. Got a couple state championships, I think, under their belt. Also, they'll be hosting the tournament, which Caleb Peterson was telling me doesn't really go for anything. It's just your regular season, and it's not the tournament itself doesn't really go for anything, and that the seedings and everything will be done prior to that. But congratulations. It was also senior night, so congratulations to those seniors. That would be Carson is Carson the senior finally? Yeah, Carson. That'd be Carson Bauman, Ariana Brooks, Ari Brooks, Malia Kovaleski. She's a heck of an outside hitter. Callie Krummenauer and Reese Downs. Congratulations to that group of seniors and what they were able to bring to their coach, Landerman, and her last efforts. It was also Pink Out Night. It was to talk about breast cancer and what's going on with that. And over nearly 300,000 people suffer from that every year. And so it was a good win over North Fond du Lac that night. And then what wonderful news I heard later today about what happened in Jackson. You've been with me for Jackson, Wisconsin.
I am. Hey, just a quick note about we talked how long the Stellmachers have been involved in Berlin football.
Yes.
And it's been a long time.
Yeah. So I played with Steve Stellmacher, Pops, in the 70s at Ripon College. He was concluded his collegiate career in 76, came over and took the head coaching job in 77 at Berlin High School and ran with that for quite a while, had a lot of success.
Yep.
Was one win away, one play away from Milton on this very field, Milton High School, to get to the state tournament. So, and then we were talking to some buddies here, and about 5 years, Bobby Prowitz, another Ripon High School product, as was Steve Stelmacher, took over the program for a while, so Dad could watch Joe Stelmacher travel and play with the Badgers, and then after that, his son comes over, and he's been running the show for a while.
So, yes, absolutely. Here's the kickoff as we begin the third quarter. It's taken by Ripon at around the 35-yard line, and he was sort of gang tackled after he lost some yardage, but he made a nice effort to catch that ball and to be amongst the Berlin players pushing him back, and that's that famous 33 for the Tigers.
He wasn't treated very kindly, was he?
Not. No, not at all.
He took a pretty good hit there, secured the ball so it didn't go any further, so they got decent field position.
The officials gave him the mark where he touched the ball initially, which is going to be the 33-yard line of Ripon. So first down and 10, and it looks like Dragalovich is under center. And he's going to hand the ball off here to Tyler Bradley, who's going to lose another yard, back to the 32.
Well, that was a full house, and there was there was no blocking. I mean, there was no kick out whatsoever. As soon as the quick pitch, he was taken out. Got to put a hat on some guys, fellas. Let's go. It's 28-0, just underway here in the second half, third quarter.
Yeah. So loss of 1 to the 32, second down and 11, a long 11 yards we're going to call it. Dragalovich under center, 3 running backs. This is going to be a handoff to the first man through. Gets hit hard, but he made some positive yardage. He's going to get another yard or 2. It looks like it's going to be Kyle Roby on the run out to the 34-yard line, so make it 3rd and 9.
He carried last year, had some success, had a little bit of problem securing the ball, but is a physical runner, no doubt. They moved him out into a tight end position, more of a blocking position for this season. But maybe out of necessity or just trying some different things, you're right, they got him in the middle of that T formation.
3 running backs and
a 5-yarder against the Tigers.
Now it looks like Riley McCann is also in the backfield there, 53. So he's going to run the ball a little bit too. 5-yard penalty. Going to put the ball back to the 29-yard line.
If that's the case, that's got to be fun for Riley.
No kidding, right?
Yeah.
I mean, let's be clear. Riley McCann is a senior, 6 foot, 175. If he wants to run the ball, let him run the ball.
And just, well, and we got a lot of guys on the shelf, running backs on the shelf all season, it seems. Injury bug has been an issue for Ripon.
So we'll call it 3rd and 15. It was a long 9, so loss of 5 on the penalty, 3rd and 15. 3 running backs, back to pass. Going to be a screen to Riddick on the left side, 30. He's going to try and get to the 32. Down he goes. He carried a couple of Indians with him out to the 33-yard line, back to the original line of scrimmage to make it now 4th down and 10. So
you think they'll punt here?
I think they're going to punt here, yes.
That'll be Bradley back to punt.
Hamersma is back to receive for Berlin. He's standing at his own 35-yard line. Awaiting the snap. It's a good one. Line drive kick, hits at the 48, taken by Hamersma at the 38. Breaks the tackle down to the 40. Nice tackle out there by Jack Scholzel.
Yeah, big fella. Nice lasso, right? Just wrapped him up at the ankles.
Yeah, just about a gain of 2 yards on the return. I guess the officials will give him the 40-yard line where it's going to be 1st down and 10. Just a very light rain falling now here at Berlin Memorial Field. Berlin Athletic Field. Beg your pardon.
Hey, whatever. Yeah, Memorial sounding
whatever
good.
Works.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the handoff to the running back. Straight up the middle. Breaks 1 tackle is the running back. That is Luke Buddy. He's going to get out to about the 43, gain of 3, so 2nd down, 7 coming up. I'm not sure which Ripon player had him right at the ankle. Schozel had him right at the ankle, slowed him down.
Went for another lasso around the ankles.
And he did go for another run or so, or another yard or so. So 2nd down, 7, we'll call it. Hess under center. Here's Hamersma, right side, 45 midfield, 45 down to the 43 of Ripon. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Indians. A nice run there by Wyatt Hamersma.
We've been seeing that a lot about that number 7. He is.
He's a good runner.
Yeah, and
he is.
And then you put that into the context. He's close to 200 pounds with that type of feet and explosiveness. Impressive.
And now the clock has stopped, or the officials will stop it. And I'm not sure what that's all about. They're just kind of talking. Equipment issue looked like for Ripon. I think the player had some grass in his helmet. He was trying to get it out of there. So he did. All right, waiting the snap. Here's the pitch. Hamersma, left side, 45, following his blockers, 40, 35 to the 34. Before he goes down, it's not Hamersma, Carter Hess on the carry.
Yes, to Hess.
And the officials will mark him at the 35-yard line. Gain of 8. 2nd down, 2 coming up here for the Indians.
I see he's number 4. Of course, Brett Favre was 4. I just heard Brett Favre had a birthday. You want to feel old? He's like in his mid-50s now.
No. I don't have to feel old to know how old he is, let me tell you. Okay.
There you go.
Handoff up the middle, and Indians will have a 1st down to the 30-yard line. Running the ball was Wyatt Hamersma that time. So it's a 1st and 10 for Berlin. The drive continues under 8 minutes now here in the 3rd quarter. 7:57 remaining in this 3rd quarter. So Berlin up 28-0. Ball's at the 30, left hash mark, and they have a 1st and 10. Quarterback, as we mentioned before, is Parker Hess, 6'2", 160-pound senior. Probably see him on the basketball floor. Rolling back to pass is Hess. He's going to throw into the end zone. It's going to be caught for a touchdown.
What a beautiful pass.
What a beautiful pass and catch. That catch by Aaron Bartle, the 6'4 junior.
Right.
Wow, that was a beautiful play. And Berlin goes up. We have a change of score. 7:37 remaining in the 3rd quarter. It's now 34-0.
Lynn, when it's not raining, the ball's not wet, the kid can throw the ball.
The kid threw the ball pretty well on that one. That is for sure.
He's got 700 yards coming in of passing, but they're definitely a 2,000-yard rushing team coming into tonight. They're definitely a rushing team, and Berlin always has been since the city was discovered.
It was discovered by the Mascoutin, wasn't it?
It was. And Sheps was here already, and Nigbur Furs. Yes.
All right, here's a handoff, and they're not going to get the 2-point conversion.
No.
It was handed off here to Carter S., but he did not get it, so that keeps our score 34-0 with 7:37 remaining in the 3rd quarter. We'll be back with a kickoff after these messages.
Holman Automotive Group is committed to providing a professional and positive sales experience along with the best possible service. Their friendly and knowledgeable staff is always willing to go the extra mile to make sure you are satisfied. They are proud to be a part of the local community and look forward to serving you for many years to come. Holman Automotive Group in Ripon and Waupun.
All right, we're back at Berlin Athletic Field. The Indians didn't get the 2-point conversion, so they kick off to the Tigers. A nice kickoff, going to be taken at the 22-yard line, but it went through the runner's legs. Dudzinski, flag comes flying in there, and Dudzinski's going to get out to about the 23-yard line before he goes down.
That's interesting. The side judge that threw it right in front of the umpire, who probably had the better view. What's he going to call here? Is he going to call a hold?
Well, let's see.
Yeah.
Well, the one thing when the officials call the flag in a game like this, 34-0 with pouring rain, they apparently are still paying attention.
Yes.
So I guess that part's good.
Yep.
And I guess they get graded too, Playoffs are coming up.
And maybe they don't get their check till after the game.
Maybe not.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, it's going to be an illegal block or a hold against the Tigers.
Yeah, I do want to see the sign that he.
Yeah, I think he did, but he's facing the other way, so he really can't see it. But anyway, it's a penalty against Ripon. The ball goes way back to the 9-yard line. Where it's going to be first down and 10.
There's that full stack backfield.
And Dragalovich is going to hand the ball off to Riley McCann. He cuts up the middle. He does cross the 10 before he doesn't go down. He just was stopped. And so the officials will blow the whistle. Maybe a gain of 2 out to the 11. Second down and 8 coming up. All right, second and 11. I'm sorry, second down and 9 from the 11.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I feel bad that I didn't do pregame interview with Coach Bradley tonight nor last week because of the weather. They don't like getting all that expensive, fancy camera stuff all wet and everything. So that's why we're not doing it. Otherwise, I'd love to pick, especially for a rivalry game in Berlin. You wanted to do that.
Back to pass. Caught Riddick, left side, 10, 15. Down he goes at about the 19-yard line. And
I think
the fans
a lot
are
of people
calling for a face mask.
I thought I saw a face mask, and it kind of makes you scratch your head.
I thought I saw one, too, out there.
Yep.
And the officials did not see it. And it was a nice pass and catch out to the 20-yard line. And, Marty, that was a gain of 9 and also gives Ripon a first down. I think it might be their first of the game, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. They've had 2 good plays, this first down and then Carter Kissinger's great effort on that kickoff return.
All right, and now the officials are stopping the clock. What's going on now? Now the flag is up.
Oh, he's throwing.
He's going on the bench.
He's throwing an unsportsmanlike on the Ripon bench because he didn't call the face mask. Yeah.
And then, Coach Bradley was out on the field, and that's why he's calling it. And that is just awful calling by the official. I think that's uncalled for. That's my opinion on that. That is just really uncalled for. I mean, it was a blatant face mask. They didn't call it. Bradley has a beef. The officials called it just because I don't know why he called it. It just is a bad call. Just ridiculous. But, all right. The ball will go way back, to the 10-yard line. So it's going to be first down and 20. No gain on that running play. Now second down and 20. Well, we'll make it second down 19. Call it a gain of 1 to the 11-yard line.
This is the only game we do where we are on the same side as the chain gang, looking on the other side of the field.
And, that is going to be a trivia question 1 year from now. Mm-hmm. And if you get that answer correct, you get a small bag of M&Ms.
A small bag. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm allergic to those. Okay.
All right, here's a handoff to the running back. No gain on the play. And that is going to be Riley McCann on the carry. So it's going to be a backdoor
Riley's
loss of
having
1.
Fun. When's the last time an offensive guard lineman got a chance to carry the rock?
It's been a while, and I did not have that on my trivia bingo card.
Well, I'll tell you something else. Ripon boys soccer, they're in 4th place in conference, and they're just behind Plymouth, Kettle Moraine Lutheran, and Kewaskum. They're 3-3 in conference, 10-5 overall, Ripon boys soccer. They're going to start regional tournament action this coming Thursday, the 19th.
Here's a reverse. Declan Nowzinski, the outside, 15, 20, 25, 30. Cuts back inside to the 35. And that's that play that was fumbled earlier in the game, but boy, it really worked there.
How many touches has Dudzinski had tonight on offense?
That's maybe a second or third.
Yeah, and arguably, if not your best offensive threat, you're really at close to the top. He's got, we've seen what he does on defense, right? And now to get him involved like that.
Gain of 26.
A lot of determination.
Out to the 36.
Got him out of that hole.
First down and 10. Here's a handoff right up the middle.
Whoa.
And, oh, man, I think that was Riley McCann. He got hit hard, but he gets right back up after a gain of about 3.
Riley, you got to stay lower, young man. Stay a little lower with that lean. Run behind those pads because he took a kiss. But you know what? Like you said, he popped right up. He's not going to give not going to let Berlin have the pleasure of thinking that they hurt him.
4 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Drive continues for the Tigers. 2nd down and 7 on the Ripon 39-yard line. All right, Dragalovic. Yeah, got Berlin to jump offside, so Ripon's going to get 5 more yards. And
it's been a long year for the parents. They're below us.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
It's a long year. Yeah. You got micro victories here. You had a 5-yard. I think there was a Brooklyn cheer there too for the official throwing the flag against Berlin on that play.
All right, so from the 44 now, it's 2nd down and 2 for the Tigers.
If they can get over that 50-yard line, they're going to have to go 6 yards to get into the Berlin territory here.
All right, let's see. Dragalovic going to back the pass, going to throw up in the air, and it's incomplete, intended for Jacob Riddick. It
came off his hand quite awkwardly, did it
not?
Well,
the rain really started coming down once again. So now it makes it 3rd down and 2 for Ripon from the 44-yard line. The score is Berlin 34, Ripon 0. Big rivalry game.
My buddy just set me straight. It was his 54th birthday, Brett Favre. Yep, that was earlier this week, I think.
Handoff, reverse, Dudzinski again. This time he has to cut up. And he
got it back.
He fumbled the ball, but did get the ball back. And that's good news. That was actually Carter Kissinger who got the handoff that time on the reverse. But it's going to lose 2 more yards, so now it's going to be up 4th down and about 4 instead of 4th and 2. So.
Yeah, Dudzinski's parents will be going, hey, my boy did not fumble.
So 4th and 4 for the Tigers.
We love all the Dudzinskis. Remember that.
We do.
Yes.
That's what the bumper sticker says.
Yep.
Dragalovic hands the ball off. This is Martina.
Nice.
He's got the 1st down.
Nice.
As he ran off tackle across the 45 to the 47.
Boy.
Nice run that time by Ripon.
And 54 is getting up slow for Berlin. He's coming off the field, in fact. He's got his hand on his left kidney. You see that on the lower back below the number 5. He's still got it there.
Jacob Martin.
Jacob took a shot in that lower back. He's in pain. He is keeled over right now.
Well, it's a 1st down for the Tigers at their own 47-yard line. They were way back at the 9 when they started this drive.
Yeah.
And made it out to the 47. Okay, another reverse. Oh, that's a fake reverse. Tyler Bradley left side, 45 midfield. Cuts it up, and he's going to get down at the Berlin 45-yard line. That's a nice gain of about 8 to make it 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Scripting a nice storyline there to coach, setting them up on that play. Got them, came back with a counter, had success on it a few times tonight, particularly with Dudzinski. A little positive yards when it was run by Kissinger, and then faked the counter, and came back and maintained it with Bradley and got good yards.
All right, 2nd down 2. Dragalovic hands the ball off. This is, I think, Martina. Or is it Brad? Yep, Martina. But he didn't get any running room that time. He's going to lose a couple more yards way back to the 48-yard line now.
No, if he had been in a car, we would have said he was T-boned.
He lost 3 on that play.
Yeah, no, that's part of these. Those sweeps have just not been a friend to the Tiger offense this season.
That is for sure. Ball's at the 48.
Now, granted, we're missing the starting running backs when this season started, right? Stelmacher and Perkins. Yeah, they haven't been with the team too much.
McCann hands the ball off right up the middle. And nope, I'm sorry, that was Martino who handed the ball got the ball from the quarterback right up the middle, and he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. So now it's 4th down and 5.
And folks understand, Martina, who runs hard, he's not big, and he's just a sophomore.
5'10", 160, but that might be pushing it.
Yeah. Maybe with all the being waterlogged tonight, he might
be 160.
He might be 160.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Okay, Dragalovic under center on this 4th and 5. Back to pass. Riddick, left side, midfield. He breaks the tackle to the 44. He's going to be a yard short, though, on that 4th down play.
Yep.
He's going to be a yard short.
He's a bigger target. Doesn't quite have that agility. Has that straight line speed, a good stride.
So the ball is turned over on downs to the Berlin Indians at their own 44-yard line, where it's going to be 1st down and 10. And let's see, where are we at here? 17 seconds remaining in this 3rd quarter. Berlin comes up to the line of scrimmage. It's Parker Hess. Hands the ball off, left side. Carter Hess's midfield, 45. He's going to be tripped up at the 41-yard line. Big gainer and another 1st down for Berlin. Beg your pardon, that's Luke Buddy, the ball carrier for the Indians.
They're so crisp, aren't they? Yeah. I mean, Stellmacher's team is so crisp. The blocking, they get the good angle blocks, and then the running backs get right up the hole every time. They got a full burst of speed, pretty much is crisp offense.
All right, that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Our score, the Berlin Indians 34, Ripon Tigers 0. Back with the 4th quarter after these messages. Aroma's Bar and Grill has authentic Mexican cuisine, mouth-watering steak, seafood, chicken, and vegetarian dishes cooked up with a delicious blend of spices and years of experience. You're sure to discover your favorite. Locally owned and operated on the far west side of Ripon, Highway 23. Silver Creek Dentistry offers a truly different dental experience. No upsell, no lectures, never any pressure. They truly believe in treating you the way you want to be treated, with friendly and compassionate dental care. Silver Creek Dentistry for all your dental needs. Webster's Marketplace in Ripon is proud to partner with Hometown Broadcasting and support Ripon Tigers athletics. Thank you for shopping Webster's Marketplace, your locally owned and operated grocery store since 1987. Highway 23 West in Ripon. All right, we are back at Berlin Athletic Field. And it's 1st and 10 Indians, the ball at their own 41-yard line. And here's a handoff to the running back. Nice stop by the Tigers. A new quarterback for Berlin is going to be number 12, Cannon Belter, 5'9", freshman. The running back running the ball was Benjamin Green. He's a freshman as well, 5'10", 185.
Here's a stat that kind of surprised me. It's not by much, but the point is Berlin's enrollment is 474.
Hand off to the running back, Berlin on 2nd down and 11, and it's a tackle for loss in the backfield. Riley McCann.
Yeah, they're slicing through. 474 enrollment. Ripon actually is 10 more on the enrollment. It seems wasn't that many years ago that Berlin was close to 600 on the enrollment side of things.
Max Sonnentag was the ball carrier that time for the Indians. And it was another loss, this time back to the 46. So it is going to be 3rd down and 16 for Berlin.
Decent amount of clean uniforms out there for Berlin, looking at those pants. So you got new kids out there.
Quarterback's going to keep it. Midfield, gets stopped for another tackle for loss and gets wrestled down at about the 47-yard line. And so now it's going to be 4th down. The officials will mark it at the 46.
Punt team.
But 4th down and 16.
Starters are back out there because you probably don't have your second-level special teams ready to go in this situation.
Here we go. Nice punt. High in the air.
Very nice.
And the Ripon player slipped in as he tried to go forward. That. Poor Declan out there.
I didn't think he was looking for night crawlers.
No, he tried to get out there, but then he tripped and fell. Poor kid.
Yeah.
But that'll happen, I guess.
Yeah. And that field took a beating, didn't it, between the hash marks tonight?
All right. So it's first down and 10 for the Tigers.
Nolan Dragalovic goes out there. You got the play from the coach, the QB. He's a sophomore. For sure, a lot of 10th graders got a lot of varsity experience.
Here's a handoff up the middle, and I think that's a different.
That's another 50 somebody.
Or is that 60?
55?
65. Owen Mueller-Wolf, a freshman. I think that's 65, wasn't it, or 66? He's come, or was that Scholzel 55 maybe? Yeah, that was Scholzel 55.
Yep.
And he's going to get himself a gain of about 1. And
I'd like to see these guys run a little lower and really with the crown of their helmet and their shoulders and have some fun with it. Who's in the middle there?
Here's going to be a handoff to McCann as he goes off right tackle. Is that McCann now too or not? I know they're having all sorts of people running the ball. That's going to be 54. That is going to be actually Bowden Greff on the carry that time.
I hope their next visiting uniforms are easier to read than these have been the last 2 years.
So they've got some Tigers coming in and out here. Clock's rolling, under 9 minutes to play.
Jeremy Prowitz, another sophomore, 200-pounder, is out there now.
It's going to be 3rd down and 9. So Dragalovic comes under center here. Let's see who gets the ball this time, Marty. It's going to be a handoff up the middle.
Scholzel.
And no gain, though, either.
I base that at Scholzel based on the high black socks. But we'll see.
Well, anyway, it's out to the 21-yard line. It was actually a gain of 1, 4th down and 8 coming up for the Tigers.
When you got over 8 minutes, you'd think you'd punt it, but
I would think so. We'll see. Nope, they're not. Oh, yeah, Bradley's back there, so he'll probably.
He's not back very far.
Oh, no, that's right. It's Dragalovic is under center.
Yeah.
Oh, now we have a flag.
Oh, this is just wonderful.
Illegal substitution. Yeah, the Ripon Tiger left the field at the end there, and you can't do that.
Yeah, they're trying to get subs in and out, underclassmen, non-starters, and
that official doesn't like Ripon, I don't think. That's what I think. No, I don't know. Yeah. All right, so it's now 4th down, 12 as the ball gets moved back. All right, Dragalovic is under center. And he's going to pass left side. Max Schubert catches it at the 17. He's down at the 18. So he gains about 2 or 3 yards, but the ball will be turned over to Berlin now on downs. So it's Berlin's ball. 1st down and 10. We are at 7:51 remaining in the 4th quarter. It's 34-0. As the Berlin Indians have rolled here tonight. Next week they'll be in the playoffs. And Marty, I heard one of the pairings going to be announced
tomorrow morning. They said you can watch it. We were talking to a homie here in Berlin over halftime. It comes out tomorrow.
10 o'clock. I don't know the website. Well, I imagine it'd be WIAA.org. WIAAWI.org is the website.
Okay.
So that is the website. Okay, the quarterback is under center. Big pitch left side, 20, 15. He cuts in to the 10. He's inside the 10. Was the ball carrier Jonathan Cabrera.
I like quick pitch. What that does, it eliminates the slow development of the sweep, a quick pitch.
Cannon Belter is the quarterback, as mentioned before, but yeah, that was a nice quick pitch that time down to the 8-yard line.
Riley, by the way, we were driving over here tonight, and you said last Saturday that you did some calf roping, but you never gave me any of the particulars, so I was hoping you'd kind of go into that after this play.
All right. Handoff up the middle. The running back's inside the 5. He's being carried into the end zone.
Look at that
touchdown.
Pile. That pile moved 5 yards.
Benjamin Green on the score for the Berlin Indians. And that will change the score once again with 7 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter to now the Indians 40 and the Tigers 0.
So how was that? I mean, did you have a good quarter horse that knew what it was doing when you were doing this?
Berlin's going for 2 on the point after touchdown play. Belter under center. Hands the ball off. Left side. Flag's down. Fumble on the play. And it's quite a mess.
And
let's see what the penalty is all about. It's probably against Berlin for illegal shift.
Yeah, you got this. You got a bunch of new players out there.
And Ripon's going to decline the penalty. So there'll be a kickoff here coming up, and then a running clock for the rest of the game. Yeah, illegal motion against Berlin. Penalties decline. Are we going to sell something? All right, let's take a break, and we'll be back with the kickoff after these messages.
The Ripon Area School District mission is empowering learners, engaging community, and enriching the world. Ripon students live that mission through the Early Childhood Program, project-based charter schools, K-12 engineering courses, strong fine arts offerings, numerous extracurricular offerings, and the Start College Early program. Come to Ripon and experience what happens when excellence meets innovation. Homan Automotive Group is committed to providing a professional and positive sales experience along with the best possible service. Their friendly and knowledgeable staff is always willing to go the extra mile to make sure you are satisfied. They are proud to be a part of the local community and look forward to serving you for many years to come. Homan Automotive Group in Ripon and Waupun.
And we're back in Berlin. There's the kickoff, taken at the 30-yard line as a line drive kickoff. I think that's Tyler Bradley with it, and he goes up the middle, the 40-45, before he gets tackled down here at around the 46-yard line. Nope, that was Braden Dudzinski. Nice run by Braden as he just took the ball and went right up the middle, helmet down, and good job.
Another sophomore fits that 150-pound cookie cutter that we have.
Out to the 47.
Very nice
run. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Tigers.
Yeah, Braden, good job with that concept of north-south, and let's just go.
All right, awaiting the snap. It's high, but it's going to be handed off. Nice run there out to the midfield stripe into Berlin territory as the Ripon running back. Try and get you a number when I can. It looks like 80, what? 80. I think it's 80, Nathan Hansen. That's what I think it is, 6 foot 160.
I had eye surgery, and I still can't tell.
That's who I think it was. But it was a nice gain, 5 yards to the Berlin 49, where it's going to be first and 10.
Yeah, what I liked about it is how hard he hit the hole.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's who it is. All right. Regalovich is under center. Man in motion to the right. Fumbled the ball. Picks it up, goes forward.
Look at that.
And he's going to get a couple of yards on the play. Out to the 47.
I love it. Nice those chippy
Yeah, we're getting a chippiness going on.
Yeah, John Moreno Valdez, that freshman.
Yeah.
Was blocking on that safety until the cows came home, and he took exception to that.
Third down and 3 for Ripon. It's not Dragalovich at quarterback. I think it's at number 33, but I'm not for sure.
I'll try to help you out.
And it's the handoff up the middle, down to the 46 before he is stopped. So maybe a gain of 1. And the ball carrier on that was Connor Chardukian, a freshman.
Yeah, he got stepped on. It is 33 playing the QB. He's got that. He got stepped on is why he hit the deck on the handoff.
Yeah.
I thought maybe he couldn't get the shoe back on. He needs to have those Dickersons.
That's exactly right. Okay, from the 46, fourth down and 2 for Ripon. Awaiting the snap. Fumbled the ball. Down it goes.
Yeah.
And that is going to give the ball back to Berlin. with 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this football game, with the Indians up 40-0.
Hey, last Thursday, a week ago Thursday, the cross-country boys at Lamira, they won it, and the girls took third in that cross-country. And I'll talk to you about the other one when they went over to Laconia.
I think the Laconia girls volleyball team is the only undefeated team in the state of Wisconsin right now.
And they got a couple state titles in volleyball.
Here's a pitch to the left side, midfield into Ripon territory goes the running back, Jonathan Cabrera.
Some good hitting out there for a game that's out of hand on the scoreboard. Ripon, these young guys coming out there came out to hit. I like that.
Gain of 4.
A week ago Tuesday, the girls won the large division and placed third out of the 16 schools overall at Laconia, while the boys team finished third out of 6 teams in the large division and 5th out of 16 total schools. So good for them. This Saturday, it will be, actually it was yesterday. Was that the 9th? Anyway, they ran at Plymouth. I don't have what happened, but the conference meet for cross-country, boys and girls.
Just wanted to say that Ripon called a timeout here.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, and that rain is picked back up again, and it's going sideways, isn't it?
It certainly is, and
you're going to have to shield me walking back to the car, Lynn. I don't know how you're going to do that, carrying both our briefcases. The feet will be dry.
Yep.
Another flag. Wouldn't be right without one.
Well, at least this time, let's see. I don't. It's going to go against Berlin, so they're going to move them back 5. It was, second down and 7. Or second down and 6, so now second down and 11 after the penalty. So, yes, the rain is really pouring down here. Clock's rolling, though, under 3 minutes to go in the game.
Yep.
40-0 Indians over the Tigers. Everyone getting a chance to play, which is a good deal for both teams. Here's the handoff, left side, cutting it up, 45 midfield, 45, 40.
Oh.
Breaks the tackle to the 35. Goes the running back for the Indians, Aiden Edwards, the sophomore.
Mr. Edwards lowered the boom on the would-be tackler for the Tigers and got another 6 yards out of it. Impressive.
Down to the 36-yard line where it's going to be 1st and 10. For Berlin. They'll finish the regular season 7 wins and 2 losses.
And the 2 losses are the 2 top 5 ranked teams.
Here's a handoff. 35 down to the 33-yard line goes the running back that time. That's Benjamin Green. Down to the 33, we'll call it. Gain of 4, second down, 6. Minute 45 remaining.
Weston Page was one of those tacklers. Well, that's number 73, of which, once again, that's Matthew Riddick, the freshman.
Yeah.
Nice job. Him, and I didn't get the other guy that got him down low. We got 9th and 10th graders out there.
All right, second down and a long 6 for Berlin. Hands the ball off, running back again, breaks one tackle at the 30. And he's going to get to about the 29 before he goes down.
Boy, he is quick, John Moreno Valdez. We talked about him the first game of the season at Nakusa, the 9th grader. Almost had a tackle for a loss. That's really quick line play at the right interior defensive tackle.
That was a gain of about 4 yards to make it 3rd down and 3. And let's see.
Really nice weather, right?
Oh, man, it's awful.
If you're a Navy SEAL, I guess it's okay. Yep.
And
that'll do it.
Berlin will take a knee, and that's going to do it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have clock is going to be rolling down, and Marty, the Tigers going to lose this one by a score of 40-0. They'll finish the season 0-9.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone got to play, though, tonight. The Tigers suffered a lot of injuries this season as they line up to shake hands. Good sportsmanship with their rivals, the Berlin Indians.
Yeah, good luck to them and getting this program turned around, because that's what it's all about. And the coaches that have put all those practices in there, nothing's going well in terms of the win column for you this season, and those practices can probably get a little long, and the games can as well. So I tip my hat to the coaching staff and to the players for Ripon, and riding out the season, doing what you can do, and then see if they can start turning things around at the bottom of the program and get things turned around. And there's going to be a lot of 9th and 10th graders coming back next year, I'll tell you that, because we saw a lot of them, particularly sophomores, it seemed, in the latter portion of the season.
Well, one thing is for sure, they spent a lot of time on the practice field, the players and coaches, and, of course, the parents washing the uniforms, and not only that, but making the meals, before the games and things of that nature. So a lot of hours were spent doing all of that. And these student athletes, got to remember, they're young kids and they work hard. They spend a lot of time and hours in it, and so they do what they do.
By the way, Ripon College plays tomorrow afternoon down at University of Chicago. And then a week from tomorrow, we'll be bringing the grand opening of the new Hop Stadium there at Ripon College. And then before you know it, you and I are going to be covering round ball for the Tigers. And they got they got a new head coach for the boys. And then the girls have a lot coming back in the round ball sport for Ripon Tiger basketball. I got to believe that they got some pretty high expectations or some goals they'll be setting for the conference.
And we thank all of you who are listening here on AM 1600 and 93.1 FM, WRPN, and of course watching us here on youtube.com/Ripon channel. I want to thank all of our sponsors for the football season, and they include Ace Hardware, Brewer Heating and Cooling, Diedrich Insurance, Schmidt Lumber, Webster's Marketplace, Walsworth Printing, Modern Overhead Door, Modern Pole Builders, Aroma's Restaurant, Ripon School District, Fusion Heating and Cooling, the Home and Automotive Group, Rural Mutual Insurance, Alliance Laundry Systems, Silver Creek Dentistry, Sensational Smiles Orthodontics, the Ripon Channel, and, of course, the Wave, which we have mentioned. So, final score of the final game of the 2023 football season has the Berlin Indians defeating the Ripon Tigers by a score of 40-0. Thank you to Sarah Kesich, engineer back at Radio Road in Ripon. Also to Riley Eisnagel here, who is behind us tonight, doing all sorts of things. JJ, what's your last name again? J.J. Cronin.
Does that sound like an outside linebacker for the L.A. Rams? I'm telling you.
J.J. Cronin did a job tonight. Thanks, J.J.
Yeah, we just met him. Yeah, he was behind the lens tonight.
And Marty, another football season in the books, so thank you for
putting up with you.
Hanging out.
Yeah. No, we have a good time. We hit a lot of restaurants, folks. We get to see a lot of other downtowns.
So, we enjoy that. So, Marty, again, we'll be talking very soon. And thank you, the listener, for listening and tuning in here as you've been listening to Ripon Tiger Football. Thank you for listening in this season. We certainly do appreciate it. Have yourselves a good weekend. Stay dry. You have been listening to Ripon Tigers High School Football.